Hello viewers. Today we are going to discuss about an interesting and informative topic, that is solar panel usage. Is solar panel usage useful or harmful to customers or people and the environment? To discuss about this topic, we have ARCI scientist Dr. Ibram Ganesh with us. So let's speak with him. First of all, tell us that many people nowadays are using the solar panels in order to reduce the electricity bill and also to save the electricity. And government is also giving many measures and many subsidies to encourage the people in usage of these solar panels. Why are you saying these solar panels are more dangerous rather than useful to the people? What is your version? Why are you saying that?
Today, government is encouraging to install the solar panels to generate the renewable carbon neutral electricity to meet the energy needs of the society.
Okay.
The main purpose of government encouragement to use the silicon photovoltaic based solar panels is to avoid the usage of fossil fuels to meet the energy needs of the society.
Okay.
So that the generated byproduct carbon dioxide releasing into the atmosphere can be avoided.
Okay.
Carbon dioxide coming out of using fossil fuels to meet the energy needs of the society is going to the atmosphere and it's creating global warming, climate change and social cost of carbon. To avoid these problems, our international governing bodies like Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) and United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change (UNFCCC). These two organizations closely monitoring all over the world. So, which are all the countries are generating more amount of carbon dioxide and releasing the atmosphere and harming the environment. To avoid these negative effects of carbon dioxide coming into the atmosphere, the anthropogenic carbon dioxide, they have organized that Kyoto Protocol and Paris Deal, COP26, like different international forums they are maintaining, and they are trying to minimize the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere by stopping usage of fossil fuels to meet the energy needs of the society. So when we stop using fossil fuels to meet the energy needs of, then what are the alternatives we have? The alternatives are, there are 7 different kinds of alternative renewable energy resources.
Okay.
They are, the first one is solar energy, second one is wind energy, third one is tide energy, fourth one is geothermal energy, fifth one is biomass,
Okay.
and sixth one is nuclear energy, and seventh one is hydroelectricity.
Okay.
When we stop using fossil fuels to meet the energy needs of society, we have to use only these 7 different kinds of renewable energy resources we have.
Okay.
Out of these 7 renewable energy resources, all are intermittent and they have the limitation except solar energy.
Okay.
Only solar energy is available everywhere across the globe. But that the solar energy also, it comes only in the daytime and it does not come nighttime.
Yes.
And even in the daytime also it is intermittent. Its intensity is not constant. Yeah, sometimes clouds comes, we cannot receive the solar energy how much you are supposed to get normally. So on average, if you consider 365 days, only 4 hours average we can consider.
Okay.
So 4 hours average means it's a 4 kilowatt hours or 4 units of electricity equivalent sunlight.
Okay.
4 kilowatt hours are 4 electrical units into 365 days. If you can count how much it is coming, only that much an average we can get.
Okay.
For 1 square meter area. Suppose 60 square yards house is there for someone. Even the sunlight comes normally for around 200 and 250 days.
Okay.
The whatever we can capture in the 200 or 250 days normal sunlight, that will be sufficient to meet all the energy needs of the society for 365 days
Okay.
without depending on anything from a grid current. That the electricity produced today thermal power plants we are getting through grid system and we are using. So when we harvest the sunlight for in 200 days, 250, maximum 250 days, normal days, the how much electricity we are going to harvest, that will be sufficient
To
to
total
meet
year.
all the energy needs of a family
Okay. For an year.
for a year.
Okay.
So like that, in every house across the globe, if they use this solar energy to meet all the energy needs, 50% of the burden
Mm.
we are meeting by using fossil fuels can be avoided.
Okay.
That means straight away 50% of the global energy warming can be solved.
Reduced.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you are saying to use the solar energy, and utilizing solar energy is very much useful. Many problems are solved, you are saying. We can solve many problems by using the solar energy.
Yeah.
But here again you are saying solar panel usage is dangerous. What would be the next option for the people or for the government to look forward?
Actually now among these 7 different energy resources.
Yes.
Suppose if you consider 2050 a year in the future, the what is the amount of energy our world population is going to use? That much energy can be supplied only by solar energy.
Okay.
No other the remaining 6 renewable energy resources cannot supply.
Okay.
None of the renewable energy resources can supply even the 10% of the energy requirement of the human population.
Okay. It means only solar energy can meet our future requirements.
Yes, to meet all the energy needs, we have to depend on solar energy only.
Energy itself. Okay.
So there are 2 things we have to discuss here.
Okay.
The first one is solar energy stored by the plant leaves over a period of several million years. That much energy our generation is consuming within 200 to 300 years itself.
Okay.
So the when we are using at the what is the rate of energy we are using today, in the year 2022 our world population has used 604 exajoule energy. The 604 exajoule energy to meet all the energy needs of the society across the globe. That is to meet the primary energy requirement, that is called. So now to meet the solar energy, to harvest the solar energy to meet the energy needs of society, at present the existing technology is only silicon photovoltaic.
Okay.
Although there are 3-4 different types of technology available to convert sunlight into electricity, only photovoltaic based solar panels can generate electricity in megawatt range that can be afforded by our human society now.
Okay.
So other technologies is very expensive,
which cannot be affordable
by our society.
Okay.
So then what is the problem with the existing photovoltaic solar panels? Now that we have to discuss.
That's the point.
So at present the silicon photovoltaic solar panels, the light which we receive on our earth surface,
okay,
in 1 square meter area, in 1 hour we receive sunlight equivalent to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. That means 1 electrical unit equivalent sunlight we are receiving. Out of that, only 20% of the sunlight falling on the earth surface is converted into electricity by these photovoltaic solar panels.
Okay.
And it does not consider around 30% of the light falling on the earth surface, and whatever the sunlight it is observing, out of that 70% of the observed light is converting it to heat energy and releasing it to the atmosphere. Okay. That means less than 20% to sunlight they convert into electricity and give it to the public, and more than 30% of the sunlight it converts into electricity, heat energy and releasing into the atmosphere. That 30% heat energy, see whatever the benefits we are considering from this silicon photovoltaic solar panels, They are generating less than 20% electricity, more than 30% heat energy.
Mm.
So there itself, the whatever the benefits it is giving in terms of renewable carbon neutral electricity is compensated, generating more 10% more heat energy than the electricity.
Okay. It means if a person or if a family to meet their electrical or uses,
Mm.
can they install the solar panels at rooftop or at their home? Is it useful or is it harmful
Yeah, for
for
example,
home consumption?
yeah. So suppose now we consider one city. City is spread over around 10 square kilometers area.
Mm.
In the 10 square meter area, if every house installs solar panels,
Mm.
in during the summer period, no family can live in that area.
Oh my God.
That much heat energy they are going to generate.
Due
So
to solar panels.
the solar panels,
Mm.
because whatever the carbon dioxide available in that area,
Okay.
that carbon dioxide, when they capture the, actually carbon dioxide does not capture the sunlight directly coming into onto the earth surface.
Mm.
The earth absorbs the sunlight
Okay.
and it gets heated up and releases the heat into the atmosphere.
Okay.
Only that earth released heat waves are absorbed by this carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Instead of reflecting back into the atmosphere, these carbon dioxide molecules are absorbing that heat energy and retaining in the atmosphere. That is why they are causing global warming.
Mm.
If the carbon dioxide is not there, this heat waves will directly go into the space
Okay.
due to its see, when the air is hot air, hot air is lighter than the cold air.
Because there will not be water molecules in that.
Yeah, that hot air will go very steep into the very top. So we will not see any atmosphere warming.
Mm.
Due to the presence of carbon dioxide in the air, that is holding the heat and warming up this planet as well as this our atmosphere. That is why they are causing global warming.
Okay.
So, in order to, if we want our society to be safe from the dangers of these photovoltaic solar panels,
Mm.
either we have to immediately stop using the solar panels,
Okay.
or we have to trap the heat energy generated by the solar panels to use the beneficial benefits of the society.
No.
Instead of releasing into the atmosphere, you trap it and use for some beneficials of the society
Okay.
or any home requirements.
Mm.
Or we have to use a different technology. Now our ARCI has developed one new technology.
Okay. So finally, you say that solar panel usages is more producing heat rather than the energy.
Yes, yeah.
So, as a scientist, what would you say? What would you give suggestion? Is there any second option or alternative option rather than this solar panel usage?
Yes. For this purpose, considering these the drawbacks of present existing silicon photovoltaic based solar panels,
Okay.
and to avoid the dangers of these photovoltaics, our ARCI,
Mm.
particularly me, I have invented one new technology. The technology is called as SLAPE solar panels.
SLAP.
Semiconductor and liquid assisted photothermal effect.
Okay.
In that, those solar panels, they absorb the complete sunlight,
Mm.
whereas this conventional silicon photovoltaic based solar panels
Mm.
absorb only 70% sunlight.
Okay.
Out of the absorbed 70% sunlight, they generate 70% heat, 30% electricity.
Okay.
So that means less than 20% electricity they generate, more than 30% heat energy they generate.
Okay.
That heat energy is directly going into the atmosphere.
Yes.
The present silicon photovoltaic solar panels are designed in such a way that
Mm.
as soon as they generate the heat, it has to be dissipated into the atmosphere very fast.
Okay.
Otherwise, its efficiency is inversely proportional to the cell temperature, the solar panel cell temperature.
Mm.
As the cell temperature increases, its efficiency comes down.
Okay.
In order to have the high efficiency, whatever the heat they generate in situ by absorbing sunlight, it has to be dissipated into the atmosphere very fast.
Okay.
For that purpose, they use very thin layers of materials,
Okay.
the glass what they use and the plastic what they use backside. They ensure that they use very highly thermally conducting materials,
Mhm.
so that as soon as they generate heat, very fast they dissipate it into the atmosphere.
Okay.
In our case, our solar panels,
Mm.
instead of considering only 70%, it considers 100% sunlight.
100%. Okay.
And that 100% sunlight they absorb, and the materials what we use in our solar panels, they convert into heat energy.
Okay.
Whereas in the conventional solar panels, the silicon cells,
Mm.
photovoltaic cells, they generate electricity. 20% they generate photoelectric effect, 30% efficiency photothermal effect.
Mm.
In our case, our solar panels, everything completely, they show only photothermal effect, no photoelectric effect. So whatever the sunlight, the 100% sunlight on the falling on the earth's surface is absorbed by the materials used in this SLAP solar panel.
Mm.
They generate heat energy. That heat energy is taken into one working fluid,
Okay.
and we use that working fluid to rotate any of the heat engines.
Okay.
On the crankshaft of the heat engine, we attach one electric generator that
Mm.
generates electricity with alternating current.
Mr. Ibram, you are saying it is very, very useful. It
Mm.
means it uses 100% of the solar energy and gives electricity. So, did you show your experiment or your experimental results to the government? Did you meet any government representatives in this regarding?
Yeah. So first, before going to the government, I wanted to ensure that this technology works perfectly, and it replaces the silicon photovoltaic solar panels. This technology almost 4 years back I have invented, and I have filed a patent,
Okay.
Indian patent. It is granted now.
Super.
In 2024 April, that patent is granted on our ARCI name.
Mm-hmm.
So the efficiency, I have conducted experiments to prove the proof of concept, whether this process will work or not.
Okay.
So that we have ensured that it is working.
Right.
So before and to develop it further so that people can use it, so we need funding. So for the funding purpose, I have been approaching several government agencies, particularly Department of Science and Technology, which our ARCI is a part of Department of Science and Technology. So first I approached them. So they are yet to finance it. Even whatever the experiment I have conducted so far, that was conducted with the support by our ARCI, my parent organization. So for making it to make any demonstration units, so I need the funding for making that solar panels, which can show to any entrepreneurs or private industry, so that they can come and see the technology and start producing in a bulk quantity, so that they can give it to every home.
So again, we shall come back to the present situation of the solar panels usage. You are saying they are very harmful, and your experiment is under experimental stages now.
Yes, yeah.
So we need little more time, I think so, for all the people conception of your experiment.
Yeah.
And here my question is, why the government is not searching for another option where the solar panels are producing lot of heat? Why can't it choose another option?
Yeah, actually, to avoid the usage of fossil fuels, which are releasing carbon dioxide and harming the environment, the only option they have right now is photovoltaic solar panels.
Okay. So that is the only option. That's the reason government is continuing the process.
Yes, continuing the process. So they now hydroelectricity. It depends on the rains.
Yes.
And whenever the dams are filled, that time only we generate the hydroelectricity.
Energy, yes.
And nuclear energy also, it is depending on how much we use. Unlike solar energy, like hydroelectricity, nuclear energy has some issues. If nuclear energy, there is a leakage, then it is very dangerous to the society. That is why government is showing less interest on the nuclear energy.
Okay.
So the purpose of using the photovoltaic solar panels is two purposes. One is, there are two things. When you use the solar panels, whatever the electricity it is generating, that much electricity production at thermal power plants we can stop, we can avoid,
Yes.
because we are getting alternate electricity.
Right.
The present existing solar panels can meet only this requirement. But what the government is thinking, that the solar panels when we use, we can avoid the global warming caused by the carbon dioxide that is coming out when we are burning the fossil fuels to meet the energy needs. That requirement is not meeting
Okay.
when we are using the photovoltaic solar panels.
Okay.
Whatever the carbon dioxide that can be generated by to get unit amount of electricity, whatever the resultant carbon dioxide generating the global warming, in comparison to that one, these photovoltaic solar panels generate million times higher heat energy and releasing into the atmosphere. So this photovoltaic solar panels cause more global warming, million times more global warming than carbon dioxide.
Okay.
The reason is, whatever the benefit the silicon photovoltaic showing are compensated by the excess heat they are generating.
Okay.
So whatever the excess heat is coming, that is million times higher than the when the carbon dioxide that can cause the global warming.
Okay.
So that way, is solar panels, photovoltaic, the present existing photovoltaic solar panels are going to become very dangerous for our society.
Okay.
To avoid the dangers, immediately
We
our
have to stop.
government has to stop using this one, unless there is
Okay.
a very strict norms. So this solar panels, photovoltaic solar panels are going to become very dangerous to our society. So to avoid that one, as early as possible, our solar panels, the SLEP solar panels have to be developed and give it to the society. So that
Okay.
is, yeah.
So if all the resources or all the equipments are provided for you, within how much time would you provide this facility for the people?
Yeah. When we get the perfect funding,
Yes.
within
From
1
the
year,
government. Okay.
within 1 year period, we can bring these our new solar panels, new and safe and more efficient solar panels to the public for public usage. So
Okay.
1 year, within 1 year time, it can be developed fully. All the groundwork, the necessary
been done.
experiments have been conducted.
Okay.
Only for demo units we have to make. For making the demo units, within a 1 year time, we can make the demo
Okay.
units. Yeah.
Nowadays, if you see, so many people are interested in these solar panels as because they are thinking they are useful and they are investing more money on those.
Yeah.
So coming to now, you are saying you can develop the new technology of solar panels usage. Within 1 year, you can give this to the customers.
Yes, yeah.
Who are willing.
Yeah.
So as of now, even you have got the permission also from the government regarding this. If people try to fund or people try to if people approach you and they ask to provide the safer solar panels for us for their home consumption, would you like to provide this facility for the customers or individuals for their home purposes?
Yes, actually, right now, all the public, they are using photovoltaic solar panels.
Yes.
Because they are not aware of the dangers of the photovoltaic solar panels.
Yeah.
So that is why they are using. Once when we bring the alternate safe solar panels to replace these solar panels, definitely people will use it actually.
Yes, they will opt
So
for that.
I don't have to give the solar panels to everybody. So once we transfer the technology on non-exclusive basis, so it's a huge requirement. When every home uses this one,
Yes.
it will be huge equipment. No single company can supply that one.
Yes.
So we'll give this technology to maybe several people, like state-wise or region-wise or country-wise.
Okay.
So across the globe today, to replace the photovoltaic solar panels, right now only our technology, our ARCI technology is available.
Okay.
So once this technology is ready, everybody across the globe, they will use this one. Once people, we give not only this photovoltaic, when the solar panels we deploy, solar panel generates only electricity.
Okay.
And that the electricity generates only as long as sun is available. The sun is available only daytime and it is intermittent also. Okay. Unless we store it properly, our society cannot depend on the solar energy.
Okay.
So how the nature is storing solar energy in the form of food materials and biomass and giving to the human beings. Like that same way, we have to store the sunlight in the form of chemical energy, storable chemical energy.
Okay.
So for that, first we have to generate electricity, and that electricity has to be used to split water into hydrogen and oxygen gases. Those gases we can preserve in the cylinders like LP cylinder and use it as and when required.
Okay.
So even the 24 hours across the time, round the clock, we can use the electricity generated from the sunlight. So
Okay.
without depending on the any grid current.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Ibram
thank you, madam.
Ganesh.
Yeah, thanks.
So you have said what are the best things we can do regarding the solar energy, how we can utilize, and what is the importance to stop these solar panels, present running solar panels, what are the damages it is causing to the people and to the environment. You have explained all the information clearly as a scientist, and you are coming with a new type of renovation for the solar usage. I hope this should be useful to the people. This should come to the people's within few years, like you have said, within
Yeah.
1 year. So I hope all should go very well, and within 1 year it should come into the people usage. Thank you so much for this information.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you. So yes, this is all about the present solar panels what we are using. They are more harmful rather than useful. Scientist Ibram Ganesh is saying this word, and they have innovated, ARCI has innovated another type of solar panels which is very useful, which consumes the solar energy 100%, and which is very useful to the people and along with the environment. Within 1 year, it will be useful to all the customers and people. So we hope for the best, and like this with another informative video. Until then, bye bye.